It's 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 or 10 p.m. When am I going to get that right? 10 p.m. Eastern. You're watching the show that brings you the best deals in vaping, broadcast from the VaporJoe's bunker in the heart of New Jersey and coming at you from the Vaping Underground Live Network on YouTube. I'm your host and deals diva, TygerTyger, and with me, as always, is the infamous, the devilishly handsome, the Duke of Deals, the snow and blizzard proof VaporJoe. So grab your favorite vape, something to sip, and don't touch that dial. You're in for 90 minutes of interactive, informative, and money-saving vape chat. Welcome to Done Deal.
She's a little rusty.
I'm a little what?
You're a little rusty. It's been a few weeks.
Yeah, pretty much. You seem really quiet tonight. I've got your volume brought up, but you seem really quiet to me. Well, you know what? Maybe actually, just let me make sure it's not my end. That's let's bring up my feed a little bit.
Am I quiet? Can you hear me?
Well, yeah. Let's get their opinion. Don't take my word for it.
I don't understand.
Albie says, by the time you get it right, Tiger, you'll be back on the left coast. You know it. I never messed it up from there. I always knew where I was and what time it was. And you know what they say, West Coast, best coast.
Yeah, whatever.
I think so.
She's gonna try to convert me. Joe's low. Okay, so let me see. Do I have something turned down?
No, I can bring you up more. I'm just it's unusually high compared to where it usually is, so I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Talk, Joe.
No, test 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me? No, we don't. Why not? All right. So, can you guys hear me?
All right. Well, let's assume that's good. So.
I guess I'm gonna assume that's good. Yeah. So, done deal. In the New Jersey bunker that was supposed to have a massive blizzard that never happened.
What are you talking about? It is tons of snow out there. They closed schools. They closed grocery stores today. Well, that's what I'm saying. Oh, please. When I see what's out there and know where I'm from, it's like nobody even would have, like a couple people would have been late for work, but to start closing stuff, get real.
Well, some people are saying my sound is a problem. All right, it's better now. People are saying, okay. Well, what it is we were supposed to get 22 inches, and we I think, tops, which is nothing. But what happened was it melted slightly, and now everything has it's beautiful. But there's this really sexy coating of ice around everything. All the trees, you know, the roads, everything has just this really beautiful place. The problem is, if you try to do anything, you're going to die. If you try to walk out your house, you're going to die. You try to drive, you're going to go sideways, crash into it. The reason why they're closing everything, because there's like a crazy ice layer on everything. Really, really weird. But I'd rather have the snow. Because snow actually, but you know, we should have had the 22 inches. I would have liked to have had it dug out everything and hunkered down with my wife and hung out in front of the fireplace. Just in this huge blizzard, and well, I think it happened for about 2 hours, and then it just vanished. You know, so
they're saying you're robotic and breaking up. Appears we have not solved the problem. We thought we had it solved, guys. We really did.
How am I breaking up?
Yeah. Yeah, vape's a lot. It does appear to be a VC problem. We thought we'd solved it hardware-wise, but not so much.
We did it with Mod Envy. It seems to work fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It seems to depend who's kind of like in control of the call, and it is better. I won't say it's solved on Mod Envy. I do have problems where you guys disappear for about 10 seconds for me. But
You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna try to do, Tiger? I'm gonna try to hotspot off my cell phone. Let's just see if that works better.
give it a shot. Give it a shot. You pay for the service, might as well use it.
Right. Fuck 'em.
There you go. All right, we'll give him a sec to find his hotspot.
Yes, I have to find my hotspot. I'll be right back.
Let me know if you need help.
All right. Give me 1 second. Let me close out of this.
So, Tiger 13. So Tiger has control. No, only in our imagination is that ever the possibility. Ride. So we've been AWOL for a couple weeks. Had so many problems around here, and Joe wasn't feeling well last week. It seems if it's not one thing, it's another. So we've missed you guys. It's nice to be back online and. oh, Albie, I think he's got the tech stuff figured out. He won't need my help, but gotta try to break him. That's my job. Eva wants to know, have we tried bypassing VC and just hooking up his camera to the computer? If there was cables and a way to do that, I would consider that. But I don't even know how to physically make that happen in this room with the stuff we've got and the way we do. So if somebody has, I'll check with my tech powers that be and see if they have an idea on how we can make that work. All right, we're just waiting for him. What is he doing? Looks like a whole reboot. Wow, he don't play. Oh, Dr. Pan in the hospital. Wow, that sucks. Well, nice that you are back. I hope you're feeling better and everything's on the up and up. Well, while we wait, I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you. Last week Joe wasn't feeling well, so we did sit it out. And the week before, it was me. I need to learn not to roughhouse with the boys. I live, of course, with two boys. One is 6 years old and one is 44. But even the little one can do damage. Just not long before the show at all. Oh, he's calling in. All right, let's get this happening here. Excellent. There we go. Okay, welcome back. Let's see if this works better. And that would be a no so far.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm on.
Well, according to VC seems to think this connection is even weaker. Now it's in the red. It was in the yellow before. Anyway, I was just explaining where we've been for the last couple weeks. We'll let him work that out. Yeah, so, right, just very, very shortly, getting ready for bed kind of thing, getting the little one ready for bed and kind of horsing around. And I zigged when he zagged. I looked down, he looked up, and I got cracked in the nose so bad. I mean, I had a little cut. It was all black and blue. I'm like, listen, I look like I went 3 rounds with the champ. I don't know how I can even get on cam tonight. So I sat that one out. But still hurts. Good grief. I can't believe it, but at least not looking so rough now. Well, You know what? I'm just going to launch into vape mail while we wait for him because I did get some vape mail over the last little while. And I probably even will forget something because it's been technically 3 weeks worth of vape mail. Get some stuff out of the way. Let's see. Let's start with where did I put it? Okay. This showed up just after the show on Saturday, actually. We picked this up from the mailbox on Sunday, so missed it for Saturday, but you guys get to be the first to hear about it. Higgy, we were talking about champagne-flavored vapes on one of the shows, and she says, I've got some cool things you need to try. So she sent us a Bellini flavor. Now, that one Joe claimed right away, so I'll let him talk about that. But sent some Higgy's pear champagne.
Okay, how am I?
Actually, this is the best connection we've had so far. VC thinks you're in the green. So knock on wood and cross your eyes and hold your tongue the right way, and maybe we'll get through it.
Hold my tongue the right way?
Well,
excuse me.
I was just talking about Higgy's pear champagne. Now, I haven't had a chance to try vaping it, but I have done my little trick of putting a drop on my hand and giving it a try. And I gotta tell you, if you like pear, this is really worth a try. I'm just gonna remind myself. Yeah, I can hardly wait to see how it vapes because it's got. I would say the pear is the stronger note, but the champagne is there. And overall, you guys know I love her sangria. So those fruity drink flavors, she's got that down pat. And so I'm really anxious to give this a try, Higgy's pear champagne. So thank you, Higgy. I will definitely have tried that before Mod Envy on Saturday. So tune in to hear what I think. And I'm just talking a little bit about vape mail, Joe. I just went ahead without you because give you a chance to solve some of the problems. Joe will have some things to say about this too, but we've been testing out. Now this is Joe. Remind me which name I'm supposed to use when we talk about this.
What are you talking? That's the AL85.
Yeah, the AL85. But is that wick or batteries and?
Oh, wick and coil.
Okay, so batteries and coils, yeah. This is the AL85. Now, if that looks familiar, it should, because it is like a little bitty version of the famed and well-loved Alien, of course. So they've come out with a littler version, and you see how they managed to do that. Adding this cap on the top gives you room for your 18650 battery and a way to change it. That's really convenient. But it's such a nice little compact. Of course, the kit is paired with the wonderful Baby Beast tank. Great combination of flavor and vapor. I'm a big fan of the Baby Beast, and the Alien makes a wonderful, wonderful mate for it. The AL85, just as great, but a smaller package. And, sometimes good things come in small packages. So enjoying this. As you can see, I've had to put my little stunned sticker on it because we've got identical setups, so we keep picking up each other. So giving the AL85 the paces, and of course the same beautiful, easy to read, beautifully clear screen that we've come to expect from the Alien. So good little setup. All right, Joe, over to you. Vape mail.
All right, I'm just making sure that I'm okay. I'm watching the broadcast right now. I just want to hear myself. All right, so if anybody's saying I'm robotic, that's your fucking problem, because I'm hearing myself back in my mic. Yeah, I don't hear a problem whatsoever.
I did have a little bit there, but I'm hoping that's just me. But, all right, go, Joe.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, so yes, I got the yeah. I'm dealing with the and basically, I think what we're going to call this is the best little package in the world, but it not comes in small packages. But this is a small package. We're talking a baby beast on a tiny mod. Look at it in my hand. Like in my hand, this is a little mod. But it works fantastic. Fantastical. Yes, I invented the word fantastical. But excellent. Just a wonderful little mod. Now, if you compare something like that, which I have here, it's basically with the tank. It's just about maybe a half-inch, I mean, longer than the Alien with the tank on it. So that's the compact size. Now, what happens is you have an 18650. I don't know if Tiger explained this to you already, but the 18650, that's how they get away with making it so small. And it's a great mod. Now, getting back to the Higgy juice, the Higgy, I've not tried it yet at all. I haven't touched it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to suck this tank dry, and then change the head, and then put. That sounds terrible.
A little bit.
In the baby beast. That's my that's the thing I want to do right now, because I haven't had pains that I liked, but a Bellini is something I do enjoy. I had a few of them in my lifetime. Kind of a foo-foo drink, but they're quite nice, especially in the mornings. It's like a brunch or something, you know. So I'm looking forward to trying this, but I just want to do it on a fresh head. So I want to screw it up and you know, have any cross contamination. So I want to try it fresh. But yes, the AL85 is fantastic. And now they have a smaller one. Do you see the smaller one? Tiger, have you even seen?
No, no, I haven't. Sorry, I'm just answering chat questions.
But it's even smaller than this. The entire mod is the screen. Okay, so I'm assuming it has a lipo inside, and it uses. But it is tiny, and when I mean tiny, it would disappear in my hands. Probably, I'm assuming it's going to be the size of like a micro or a nugget. Even a version. It's like it starts with a Q, I think, or it's an odd name. All right, let me get over to my blog. Give me a sec here. It is really tiny. Yeah, there it is. It's called the Q-Box 50 watt.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna send you a link, Tiger. This is just. I think they're a little too expensive right now, but just check out how tiny these are. Where's the? I'll just chuck it in.
Yeah, just go ahead and chuck it in chat. Then folks can see it too, and
Yeah.
I will bring up a picture.
Hi. Baby, I mean, it has the full screen of a even tinier. I mean, you can see how big that tank.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, when that's the baby beast. I mean, there it is. There's the baby beast on the AL85.
Right.
There it is, of course, on the Alien. So, you know, taking into account how big that tank is when you see it against that little mod, that's like nugget size. That's just
it's a little
itty-bitty.
baby 50 water, but I'm showing an A and B.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, tell me that is not an 18350 dual. Give me a second here. Let me go back. The only reason why I'm saying that is because why would they have it? Look at this real fast.
That's adorable. The pocket,
1600
the
mAh.
pocket version.
Well, they're not saying any type of battery inside it. I'm assuming it's two small lipos.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. Okay, 18350 lipos inside the mod, so you don't have to replace them. You understand? But they had to do it in a dual format, so it power to get it to 50 watts. Because you did a 1600 mAh just lipo, they might have not been able to get it to a true 50 watt. But by doing it in where you get two 800 18350 lipos, you'll get the power required to do it. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
They're kind of expensive right now, though. That setup is $44.99. Now, every time it's always 40 or 50 bucks. I don't care what it is. It could be a freaking little tank, and it'll still be 50 bucks. That's just the way they are. Down to the $30 range. I know eFunTop had a deal going right now for $29.99 for the whole setup, but they charge shipping.
Oh yeah.
So it's the same freaking price. But they're really cool. I find them, great little package to take when you're going shopping.
Everybody needs a great little package, and the purple and full color on this are just awesome. I gotta say I like that rainbow effect. That's cool. That's cool.
They get the same colors going. That purple, Can I rock that purple? I don't think I could.
I totally would. Absolutely.
But that pimp gold. I could definitely rock the silver and the black. No, I can't rock the rainbow because I don't want people thinking I'm fruity tooty. And
come on, Joe. Let's take back the rainbow.
It's impossible. They stole the rainbow from us.
Well, no, but I mean that's fine. They can have it, but that's not the only thing it should be allowed to mean. But just saying.
I know it. Fuck. I know it.
Well, listening to you and Scope, I don't know.
Stop it.
Sailor.
Stereo. Anyway. So we had the AL70 85. Well, I keep saying 75, 85, and we had it's been a while.
I know it has been a while. I think that's all I can remember because I know there was a while where I wasn't getting any vape mail, and neither were you there for a bit. So,
just trying to think. Now I know we have vape mail coming. Savior Vape is sending us a whole bunch of stuff. I try out with a whole different Lonnie Bozeman, and a few other people are sending us a few things to try out. But no, it's been dry, and there's a reason for it. Because if anybody sends us anything, it's a crime. I think there's plenty of vapors out there that deserve it more than we do. It's just we have so much vape gear.
To be honest, I've kind of gotten, and things have gotten so much better. It used to be you were always hungry to try the next thing. But, things have improved so much that you can kind of be happy with the same thing for longer, too. I mean, I'm still, one of the setups I use the most is old news by now. RX200 and a TFV4 tank. And I've just been using the hell out of that forever. And still love it. So there's less hunger to improve. You guys who are newer vapors or anybody starting now, you're like at the golden age. Yeah, it's so good. I remember what it was like when I started, and leaky tanks and always fiddling and tinkering with stuff. And now you can literally fill stuff and use it and forget about it. And I mean, people who started before me, I know Eva's in the room, they'll talk about the blue foam days and tea bags, and it's all the stuff of lore.
And tea bags. Yes, and tea bags.
Yeah.
Remember, the smoke cue box. This is going to be around for about 45 days. Okay, nobody has it in stock. This is a massive pre-order, really early pre-order. Okay, I want to know where they had it for $45. I just put a link in the room. I don't know these people. I've never used these people, but it's this place called smokestore.us. You can probably go over there. I think Fast Tech has it like $41. But you're not looking at them for at least 40 days. Okay, so don't get your hopes up right now. Okay, it's just really early pre-order, because these are going to be big. I think a lot of people are going to want these super tiny, but the same fat screen, the same great little baby beast gun. It can push if this little fucker can push a baby beast and really make it, vape hard. That's going to be a lot. That's going to be a big. Listen, I like my big mods. You know me. I have big mods. Okay, I have tons of big mods. But it's nice to take a small mod with you. Big stuff with you. And even this, in my opinion, there are much smaller mods than this. But it's nice to take a small one out with you, because you don't have to worry about just being in your pocket. Where, loose fitting clothes, we'll just say. If I put a heavy mod in my pants, I can get pants.
That would be so funny. So funny. Oh, makes me want to tell stories.
But they're, so they have their anyway, half hour in already, Tiger.
Indeed.
Let's get to some deals.
All right, let's do it.
So I just put this up probably an hour ago. It's already doing very, very well. I'm just going to throw the link in the room. This is to they're making a buy one get two. It's usually buy two get one. This one is buy one get two. Okay. It's a very rare kind of deal to do. So basically, 310s for $8.99, 330s for $17.99, and the big one, 120s for $49.99.
Ooh.
That's really coming from Yeti.
So this is their St. Patty's Day sale, of course, coming up in 2 days. Today, of course, being the ill-fated Ides of March. For those of you who are, not fans of Julius Caesar, I guess it would be the Ides of March is about people who really weren't fans of Julius Caesar, but beware the Ides of March.
Why? What happens on the Ides of March?
Brutus and Cassius conspire, and Julius Caesar gets stabbed to death. Yeah, that happened.
Yes. Okay.
Yesterday,
like steak and a blowjob day.
It was also Pi Day. 3.14 is Pi Day.
Yeah, Pi Day, and then steak and a blowjob day was yesterday as well. I think I like that.
I'm sorry, say again, you cut out?
I said I like that better than the whole Greek thing that you were talking about.
It's actually Roman.
Oh, Roman. I always get Greek and confused. I go through that like that all the time.
Well, not so much. In my somewhat wasted time at university, I did take a mythology course, and we studied the Greek and Roman pantheons, so I usually managed to keep them straight, but that was a long time ago.
We all can't be you, Tiger, taking Greek and Roman courses.
Well, anyway. I was studying literature, so it fit.
Yeah, this is Yeti doing their St. Patty's Day. Again, buy one, get two free. Now, what makes this so great is it doesn't happen very often. Number two, they make. I'm almost down. I can't. Where's it at? It's almost gone. I got there. I know it sounds terrible, but whatever. It's called nuclear nut butter.
Oh, yeah, it does sound terrible.
Okay.
Just saying.
It's pretty good. If you love peanut butter, you're gonna love this flavor. And then, of course, I've had Nanogram. Was it Nanogram? Yeah, it was Nanogram.
Yeah.
Which was a vanilla graham, which is really, really fantastic. And I've had a few others. Really? Are you doing it now?
Well, we were talking about St. Patty's. It had to be done.
I just want to let everybody know I have a special. I'm not going to say what it is, but I have a special contraption of wear from Shamrock bombing me this weekend on Mount Envy.
Yeah, this weekend's Mod Envy will be the St. Patty's Day. Well, the St. Patty's weekend edition. Of course, that's Friday, and we don't go on the air till Saturday. But I'll be filling up the Shamrock tank, and Joe's prepared to fight back. So
Yes,
do tune in 10 p.m. Saturday.
I have a contraption that I plan to.
Contraption.
Well, it doesn't affect me.
We'll see.
I don't know how good I'm going to sound.
We'll see. We'll see. Never underestimate the power of the Shamrock.
Yes,
but we've kind of squirreled. Sorry. I did get a little carried away there.
Yeah. Anyway, so get over to Yeti, check them out. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna love their juice. Again, you can get 3 120s. I think that's pretty much. I mean, these do 10s. I don't know many people who buy 10 milliliters anymore. That's like old school. I think most people buy 30s now because they're pretty inexpensive. So he's doing 3 30s for $17.99, which, in my opinion, is quite reasonable. And he's doing 3 120s for $49.99. Again, I find that to be extremely reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going to happen is you put in 3 different flavors, and you'll go to your cart. You'll see automatically you're going to get one for free, and then you'll get the next one for free. Okay, so it's a great deal, and it always does very, very well, and everybody loves Yeti. I know the guy personally. Good guy, great. Check them out. All right. So people are in the room. Is the audio okay now? Everything okay? Have we fixed everything? No problems?
You're still cutting in and out a little bit, but I'll try and prompt you. If it's real bad, I'll prompt you to repeat yourself.
Okay. Yeah, 10 mils goes really fast. Like, maybe 2 days.
A lot of vapors easily vape 10 mils a day now, and that's the fault and the benefit of the higher powered devices and really aggressive tanks that many of us are using now. But yeah, it's like 10 mil used to be the de facto sampler, and now for a lot of us it's like 30 mils to sample. You got to be able to fill your tank a few times and try it.
All right, so here's a really good deal for something that I have absolutely no skill of, because this RDTA looks fucking sexy. Okay, it is probably one of the sexiest DAs rather, I think. And I just throw the link in the room real fast. This is to the RDA. Now, we all know what an
Whoa,
RDTA
say again. That really got fouled up.
The AUG Vape Merlin self-sealing RDTA.
All right, AUG Vapes Merlin RDTA, and it's
Yes.
pretty. Let me bring you up a picture that looks
This
better
thing
than the
is
one I'm showing right
gorgeous.
now.
Gorgeous.
It is really pretty.
Now, for those of you who don't know what an RDTA is, it's basically rebuildable tank. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and it's I went saw this price, and this is all like CC milled construction, all kinds of crazy stuff. I saw the price on it and I was like, oh man, I gotta put this up. It's brand new. It just popped over 50 in the United States. I was like, wow, this thing looks hot. And my favorite one is the black and gold.
Of course, of course.
Unfortunately, the black and gold is sold out.
Aww.
But they still have the stainless steel, and they still have the I believe it's the, I don't know if they're calling it copper or bronze or whatever color they're calling it. I mean, they're still very, very nice looking. And what I love about it the most is that glass window.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right? That glass window down there. That's the it looks like an S.
Mm-hmm.
Or some sort of icon that they're promoting. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
For this price, now I'm assuming this is not made in the United States. It's American designed, but made in China, I'm assuming. Then, of course, brought back here in the United States for resale. Because it's just, so it makes it affordable. I mean, if this was handmade in America, you'd be paying $100 for it. You know what I mean? But regardless, it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. It almost makes me want to rebuild, and that means a lot. For me to want to rebuild
is a really
it's
big
like,
deal.
come on, really?
Yeah.
So I had to put it up. It's only $31.99, coming from Vapor DNA from America,
Good guys.
and use coupon code Joe. You'll get 10 any over at Vapor DNA.
That's coupon
Also,
code Joe10. Joe10.
Yes. Now, anytime you buy anything from them, they're also going to send you Vapor DNA. I think it's some kind of like chubby gorilla bottle, which I love. They always send you a little extra something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is always a nice thing. Anything you buy. And what I like to do is when I go over to Vapor DNA, if you don't like, this particular product, I go to the sales section and the use section, because they bring in the newest and the greatest stuff in the industry. They always have it. You can go to the What's New area. They have, of course, the Small 12, TFD 12. They have the new Q50. They have, and they're really big for those of you who like to rebuild and like RDAs. They are really big into the RDA section. I know RDAs have kind of, a lot of these RDAs because, it's easier to sell tanks or replaceable heads. Vapor DNA loves to sell RDAs, and they always stock late RDAs and RDTAs, which are really, really cool. And they're not afraid to stock the heavy price stuff too. Like, you could go there and get $50, $40, but they also have the high-end stuff. If you want to get the wood mods, that pressure wood that everybody is talking about, and all crazy stuff, all that. If you want to get the very, very high-end stuff that you can spend $200, $300, $400 on, they have that too. So it's like it's a really cool place for everybody. If you're on a budget, it's a good place. If you got the means and you want to get a really high-end mod and feel that you deserve it, they have that too.
Everybody needs a treat now and then.
Fast. I've been dealing with Vapor DNA for a very long time, and they're really great people. And just looking at this new thing they have called the Black Market Bow 1 Ultra Portable Pod System. Assuming this is a lot like the MyJet or a Vol. Just taking a look at it real fast. That's interesting. Is that a bugger?
Aw.
You know, it's like on a big main
It's a
screen. It's like,
tease.
oh, out of stock. Sorry, you beat. Anyway, but I was just looking at that. That's something new and exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Here's an example. The high S Mini G class and using the new SX 550J chip, $229. Okay, so you can go that route, or you could go and get a normal regular mod, something like just want to see what the here we go. You can go and get the mod. After coupon will get you about $79. So you can go either way.
Mm-hmm.
With this limitless one looks really nice.
Are you shopping?
Yes, I am shopping. Oh, look at this! Holy shit! This is a really nice mod. The limitless arms race 200-watt box mod. $70, but it's going to cost you $72. That's free shipping. That looks pretty badass. I may have to buy this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a limitless fan. Let's see which one. I'd probably go for. I don't know which one. Do we go for the white camo, the desert digital camo, or do we go for the skull Indian head?
All right. Well, share what you're talking about, and I'll show them a picture. We'll see what they think.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm just thinking, might as well share with the class.
This is actually a cool looking mod.
All right. Let's have a look. See. All right.
Put it out in the room. What do you go for? Do you go for the white or desert camo, or do you go for the skull Indian head? It looks like a skull Indian head. I don't know. It could be just a bug-eyed Indian head, but I'm saying skull.
Okay.
And it's made by Limitless, which is shockingly coming in at $79.99.
Yeah.
He makes expensive mods.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here is the picture for everybody who wants to have a look. See.
I'm assuming he uses two 18650s. It's showing it to me. Yes, two 18650s, 200-watt chip. It's using. It's very thin on the side. The display is, see that side panel, that very thin side panel is actually the display.
Right.
But that's for $70.
I think out of those three options, I like the snow camo, the black and gray.
Digital snow camo, yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know which one I'd get. So he's like the middle. Yeah, I'm big, but I'm an Indian guy. But then I'm not a camo guy either.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you're as into these, but to me, and of course there's exceptions because
a few of them. I'm not so impressed by the graphics, but I am very impressed by the design.
Yeah.
Of it. So
I like that little lip that comes up here. I'm kind of outlining it on the one model that's gonna sort of cradle your atomizer. That's kind of cool. Let's have a look at some of the other pictures. Oh, okay, that's too big for the frame. Let's see if they have anything else.
Yeah, so anyway, that comes down to $71.99. You get free shipping. And it ships from America. That's a really. May have to throw that up there. May have to put that on my blog.
Yeah, there you go. That gives you an idea how that looks from the top. Kind of comes up and around and cradles the Addy.
It cradles it.
Yeah.
Gotta learn to cradle them, girls. Gotta cradle them.
Oh, jeez, Joe.
What? What?
I think you broke me a little. Oh, I'm used to
Anyway.
doing the breaking around here. Anyway, all right.
All right, so that's that. And again, guys, seriously, if you do like your high-end stuff or your low-end stuff, I don't want to use the word low-end, but
Well,
they also have great juice.
Yeah.
They also have not their own. They don't make their own juice. They're wholesaler with all the big boys in the industry. So again, use coupon code Joe10. You get 10% off everything. If for whatever reason, sometimes Joe10 doesn't work. If it's a very high-end mod, like it won't use Joe10. I know this is funny, but use DNA 5, and it will take $5 off your order. I know it doesn't really matter much if you're spending $300, but $5, right?
That's right. $5 is my favorite.
So use DNA
Starbucks
5 if that doesn't work. DNA 5 will not work on something that's say $30. You will not get it won't work on that. Okay, so if you're like, oh, I could take $5 off $30, no, it doesn't work like that. It only works on high-end stuff, $200, $300, $400 stuff. All right.
Condi's got a good point. He says, if you found $5, would you pick it up off the ground? And of course, the answer is yes. So there you go.
Yeah,
There's your answer.
a lot of people are like, oh, fuck, $5. That's it. It's like, fuck you. They get the price.
Yeah.
Have fun with that. All right. So here is as soon as. All right, so here's the next one. GearBest is doing their 3-year anniversary. Can you believe GearBest has been out for 3 years?
Wow, is it that long already?
Yes.
Jeez.
3-year anniversary.
Wow.
Now, this one, they're selling a lot of high-end stuff. Like really nice stuff.
Price crash up to 50% off. And products that buy one get one. Interesting.
Yeah, there are things in that area. When they're saying buy one get one, they're not giving you buy one get some free coils. Buy a mod, get some free cotton.
Okay.
Buy a mod. You know what I mean? They're not.
Okay.
So it's a little. That's some real. To be honest with you. First off, the Lost Vape 75 DNA 75 coming in at $99.99. I know is not a huge thing, but the Lost Vape mods are so aggressively made. They are gorgeous. They are just. They'll never die. They're like the pro. Like I'm a big fan of Pro Vari before they went into business. They're like the Pro Vari box mods. They are just a hunk of metal with a little tiny piece of like leather on the side for where you put the battery. Really gorgeous mods. And a DNA 75 for $90 is a great deal. Then I was going down and looking at this iJoy Solo V2 Pro 200-watt mod for $51.99. Looks like it's like an abalone shell. Again, gorgeous stuff. And they have all the new DNA 166s that just had come out with the new chipsets. Again, of course, if you look at these, I mean, just loaded with crazy snake skins and like a carbon fiber, all the crazy stuff. Just absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm just looking down at some other stuff here, like the $20. Great deal, absolutely great deal. They got the Lost Vape DNA 133 for $107. Again, great deal. Then you can get another DNA 75 by Lost Vape for $90. Another great deal. I know these are kind of expensive prices, but you have to understand what you're paying for here. These are you know, just crazy, crazy amounts. Just looking down here. Here we go. Now this is one I always wanted, but I never got in. It's expensive. It's the Wismic Rouleau DNA 200 with the actual DNA 200 chip. This isn't the the Joytech chip in it. This is actually a DNA 200. This bronze copper version, the brushed copper version, which is absolutely stunning and probably because it's just a solid brick of copper coming in at $106. They were going for like 200 and change a while back. They're absolutely just. They got them for 106. Anytime you add a true DNA chip, not the Joytech or one, you add an actual DNA chip, it goes up $75. Okay, that's just the way it is. It's going to go up anywhere between, well, depending on the size of the chip, but anywhere between like DNA 1 with DNA 200, it's going to be a $75 shift in the price because that's what Evolve charges. So you're like, well, why is it so expensive? Because of the Evolve. I tell Evolve, as much as I disagree with the pricing, they are very, very safe chips, and that's one thing I do appreciate. They really care. Because Brandon, he's an American company, he doesn't want to get screwed, lose their off, with a mod or something. So he takes great care in the safety and everything he puts in the program. So I have to give him that. Just looking down here. Oh, that E-Leaf $5.90. Are you kidding me? They have E-Leaf iPower 80 watt for $25.99. Let me tell you something about this little guy here. Like, that's cool. Where's it at here? Have odd right here. Where are you? You are sitting. Oh, it's charging. I was actually charging it up for 5,000 mod. Okay, and this is actually my favorite version of it. Okay, because it's the wood grain. It's the thicker, and it's not actually wood either. It does. It has this kind of like I don't know what they do with it, but it's not a sticker and it's not wood grain. They don't make it look better. But this is an 80 watt 5,000 mAh mod for $25.99. Let me tell you, this is a fantastic. Own this. And, shit, I did a deal on this probably 4 months ago for like $34. And I said it was a great deal. For $25, that is fantastic. Shipping. Yeah, it's going to come from China. Yeah, you're going to have to wait a couple weeks. But it's totally worth it. The buttons, the display, fantastic. Do you have these? Don't you have an e-power? All right, Tiger's up. I don't know what that means, but I don't know if it's a USB problem or something. Okay, easy problem. Anyway, this is a fantastic, fantastic mod, and give me one step. Let me give me a second. Oh no, it's gone. It's charging. I can't get to it right now. I have to stop the whole damn broadcast to get to it. But I really do love it for the price. And for that, Jesus, should buy a couple of them. Oh, they have the mini. Look at this. They have
There.
the mini version.
Yeah, I had a USB device that was going batshit crazy, so I went off cam there for a few minutes to just start ripping out plugs, and I was trying to be very careful not to adjust the camera or mic. I didn't, but still something here is not right. I've got a new USB hub on order. It was supposed to be here today, but weather delayed it, so tomorrow. So I'm hoping that will solve some problems for us. So my apologies. I am back.
All right, good. All right, now they have a 1 second there. They actually have the even smaller version. There's another version. This is the tiny 40-watt version. So we're just getting Vaping mod, okay? Size of maybe the AL85 or even smaller. 40-watt version, $16.99 in copper.
Oh, in copper.
Okay, again.
Let's have a look. Oh, that's beautiful. Very
Oh,
nice.
wait, they
Okay,
don't ship
let's.
these to the United States.
What? So I'm not even going to show you guys. If you click, you can see, but I'm not even going to bring up a picture because I don't want to tease you. No shipping to U.S. Oh, that's too bad. You had me kind of stoked. It's such a cutie pie. Hello.
Batteries.
Yeah,
What's
they're having
happening
trouble
now,
with
guys,
that.
if you don't know this, but anything LiPo or 18650s, they don't ship to the United States anymore right now because all the shippers have a means to ship to the United States, which sucks. But regardless, that was a great deal. AVO ship to. I don't know if you live in the United Kingdom or maybe you live in China. I don't know. Still a great deal. $16, buy them all day. Anyway, so that's the year. So small sampling. I mean, they got tons of shit all over the page. All kinds of crazy tanks and RDAs and mods and all kinds of crazy stuff that you can get right now. And I know GearBest tries to throw out tons of stuff, all these crazy sales, every couple months or so. But this one's pretty significant because they're really pushing like the Lost Vapes and the DNA 200s and the DNA 166s and the DNA 75s. They're not just pushing the regular. So get over there, check it out if you're looking for something, especially if you have the means, get over there and check it out.
Yeah, this is a good one to check out when you're not just hunting for one thing and in a hurry. Sit down when you got a little bit of time to browse, like to window shop and just see what all the good deals are.
All right. Okay.
Now, there was a question. I want to answer it out loud as well as in the chat so that people watching the replay. Jess was wondering, how long is shipping from GearBest to the USA? My answer was expect roughly what you expect from Fast Tech. Sometimes they really move product. Sometimes it takes longer. It's also subject to, the nuances of seasons and holidays and shipping. I would say it ranges from about 10 days to 3 weeks on as usual, but it can be longer in rare cases, when festivals and so forth get in the way of products moving. So be
The way I do
patient.
things-
Be patient when you order from overseas. Kind of just sort of forget about it and be happy when it shows up. Don't order anything that you're desperate to get your hands on quick.
So, I still love my Cleoto tanks, right? So what I'll do is I'll order my heads from Fast Tech. When I'm down to 2 heads left, I'll go and order 10 because I'm only paying $7. So I'll pay $14 for 10 heads from Fast Tech, but I know it's going to take about 2 weeks to get to me, 2.5 weeks. So I know 2.5 weeks. All right, I got 2 heads. That's set. And then I'm straight. But I know everybody's instant on and they want it now, but you got to remember if you're saving a lot of money, something gets really cheap and really fast. Okay,
Yeah.
that's just not how it works. Usually, unless they're going into business. But normally speaking, very, very rare and frequent.
Well, I used to see a sign up in some of the shops I used to frequent, and it said something to the effect of fast, right, or cheap. You can only have 2 out of 3. You're not going to get all 3, so you got to pick what's important. If you've still got some on hand, play the long game and save a bunch of money. But if you just put the last head in your tank, then you better run on down to your B&M and pick some up.
Yeah, like my friend Lisa called up my Kanker sub tank, and I need them now. Well, I need them now. I'm like, well, then we can't. Can you find me the cheapest price? And I'm cheap. But is it going to be now? It'll be 2 weeks from now. So if you need them now, you're going to pay a premium. That means you're going to pay because the Americans are buying from us, and they get from China, and then they ship them to you, and you'll get them in 2 or 3 days, which is fine. But if you think ahead, you get a much cheaper price. The only problem is you got to wait. This is the way it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Whoa.
We
got one more thing.
Oh, one more thing. Okay. All right.
Well, they raised the price on me. Not by much. Not by much. But again, I do have to talk about this.
Say it again. It's what?
It's GearBest.
Okay.
This is another one. This is the RX 300.
Oh.
Now, they raised the price on me by $3.
$3.
Now, and it will be only the silver version. If you go to the black, it's going to cost you $60. Okay, so stick with the silver.
I like the silver better anyway.
So this is the Monster Quad 18650 300-watt box mod. Okay, so it's the big brother to the Rouleau. Does Courtney have one of these? Was she talking about this on Monivy?
I'm sorry, I just don't recall, Joe.
Okay.
I don't recall if it was the 300 or, oh gosh, I forget the name of the other one. Yeah, that one. I can't remember. It was one of the bigger, newer ones, but I can't remember if it was this one or the one that's,
If you look at it, though, there's a picture of a guy holding it in his hand. You can see how, I'm assuming the hand is a normal hand. It's not a baby hand. But it's a big mod. Okay, we're talking 4 18650s. You're talking maximum wattage output. If you're looking for a big, hunky chunky mod that that's going to last you a couple days without having to recharge shit. Right now it's got 4.9 to 5 with people doing reviews. It's just a beast. Okay, it's that and the GX350 are pretty much the box mod of the industry right now. Coming in now at 4703. When I did the deal, it was 44, so it's $3, higher. But again, you can and it's just a brutal mod. I don't own this mod. This mod, I have so many mods, but for the average person who's looking for they want that mod, they go, "This is my mod." You know what I mean? So
now that sounds like you.
This is the mod, okay? The bigger is better version mod. Small, teeny baby mods like this, and I love big mods like this. Okay, I love all kinds of mods. Something like this would be good for somebody who's looking for it's kind of like a laptop versus a desktop computer. This is the desktop computer. Okay, this is something you keep at home. You don't bring this out with you. Just want to go to a show or something, or you're gonna keep it in your truck or something. You don't put this in your pocket, because this'll pant you. And all that stainless steel. This is gonna, this'll pant you.
Yeah, you would need suspenders.
Yeah. So, but it's aggressive. I've always been a big kind of mod kind of guy, but I have so many now. But for the price, $44. Oh, I'm sorry, 47. And again, ship free. Yeah, you'll get it in a couple weeks. And the rouleaus have always been really good. I own various different. Tiger has a 200 and 200S. So they're all really great, and for the price, that's an unbeatable price. Really good.
Mm-hmm. Now, there was a question in the room I'd like to answer, if I may. Miss Jess is wondering, is there an RX2/3? Yes, Miss Jess, I answered in the chat. There is. It comes with 2 different battery covers so that you can use either 2 or 3 batteries. And I have one on my desk, so I'm going to show you. When you're using the 3 battery configuration, it is basically the same size, same footprint as the RX200 or 200S. But as you can see, that battery cover piece is a little different. Instead of just being, let me show you. Instead of just being this little wraparound of metal that pops off of the 3 batteries and the footprint stays the same, whoa, okay, don't wreck the place, Tiger. The RX2/3 utilizes this. You've got the little button here. Oh, this has juice on the outside of it. I hate getting juice on my hands. All right, there we go. So you push the little button on the bottom, and I'll see if I can do this in the camera frame because it's a little tricky. The first time I had to do this, I was completely stymied. That loosens that, and there you go. So you see one of your batteries sits in the back there. Well, there is another cover that just fits flush over the 2, and your mod is suddenly shaped so much smaller. So it does give you a few options, like if you wanted to go out, if you wanted to do something smaller, you can. Or if you want the extra battery life, you can use the 3rd battery. Say what?
Doesn't it change the wattage too? It only goes to 150, right?
Well, I'm sure it absolutely does. I've never used it in the 2 configuration. I like the 3. I like the longer battery life. So I've always used it that way. But, if that appeals to you, having that option, the 2/3 may be for you.
Yeah, it's actually a neat little. Even the original RX200. One takes 3, uses the original small chip, the original 200, which is still upgradable. I think she jumped to 250 now. The money you're going to pay for it. I think I did a deal. My God. Actually, you know what? I'm going to throw it out there for you guys. Let me just see if I can find it. And this would have been the original. It's still available. It's out of stock, Rick. Well, what you lost was a $31.26 from America. Okay, but it's gone now.
Bummer.
But that was February 22nd. So gonna last long anyway. But anyway, that's the RX300. That's the big boy. That's our Wismix version of the GX350 coming out from smoke. So, but whatever.
Now, there's a question in the room. Alan wants to know, how does battery power affect taste and smoothness, Joe? I'm going to be honest, Alan. I don't believe it does. I believe the biggest factor about your taste and smoothness is in your atomizer. Not just the coil, but the shape and design of your atomizer can contribute to that as well. But, you know, your battery power, that plays more to how long you can use the mod before you change batteries and how fast it can ramp up a powerful coil.
Yeah, I would say it has nothing to do with it whatsoever. Power, you have to understand mod versus power. Okay, power that's the punch. Mod is sustainability.
Yeah.
Okay?
Point taken.
So the punch is only going to be if you're using a mod like using this here, DNA 75. The power is controlled by the board. So you can have the most powerful battery in the world. It's not going to go any, as long as it's compatible. The board's going to control the power.
All right. Well,
now, if you're using something like a pure mechanical mod, something like a tube mod, or a older box mod that has zero electronics in it. I mean zero electronics, not even an LED. If you have a very, very powerful battery, push coil too hard, which could affect flavor. But that's really old school, so...
Well, he did put a finer point on his question. He said he has the same atomizer on a single battery mod and on a double battery, and apparently he's getting a different taste. That comes down to the ability of the mod, the ability of the battery to drive whatever it is you've got on top, and how much oomph it has to quickly fire that coil as opposed to slowly. Also, not all mods, regulated mods, are created equal. Some are more accurate than others. So 50 watts on one may not be the same as 50 watts on another. They do perform differently. So I would say that comes into play. It has different electronics.
They're going to act a little differently, regardless of the maker. Now, if you're using DNA chips or you're using e-cig chips, they're pretty much across the board. They're just in a different box. Okay, you're basically paying for the box because whatever gorgeousness is around it, where pressed wood or whatever's around it, but the same. But you get a Smoke Tech Alien. And you put it to 50 watts, and then you get something like this, which is a old 60 watt of a chip. It may ramp up a little bit slower. So this what we call ramp up time is basically how fast it's gonna light coil. On certain boards will light up like instant on, boom, and then some will just slowly get there. So just say you're used to taking a slower jar, and other time you put it on a different mod, and you keep it like, because that mod has lit up your coil so much faster than another mod has.
And then there's mods that have different. And then there's mods that have different modes available as well. A soft mode, a normal mode, and a whatever you want to call it, max or powerful or something like that. And what those will do is actually change the output slightly as you take your vape. A powerful will give you a big punch at the beginning to fire that coil really fast, heat it really fast, and then back off to maintain the hit as you vape. So on and so forth. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of factors affecting the performance that way. But just Alan, my best advice to you is experiment and find what you like best. There's no wrong way.
Yeah, the latest and greatest is not always the best. Right now is this little DNA 75 by The people who make what is this? This is a lava box. Just a little DNA, but it works beautifully. And I got it at a great price. I got it back in like this Cyber Monday for a cheap price.
And
It was
once
like
again,
$60.
what is that? Just when you were telling us what it was, you kind of cut out.
The DNA of the lava box. And Volcano. And it's just a beautiful little DNA 75. I don't vape above single. This is fine for me. Uses a single battery. It uses an Evolve chip. I'm happy with it. It works great. Battery time doesn't last. But I know when I put this on another DNA device, and even though it's a higher DNA, let's say it's a DNA 200, but I still need to do going the same way. So some people stick to what they know. That's what I do. I get lots of different mods to try, but some just act a little quirky. Like I had that one that went rogue on me.
Yeah, that was funny. Poor Joe.
I had the food, the
213.
whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
I got the golden one. GearBest sent me one to try out, and I was using it all day long. By the fourth week, I hit the button, and it just went rogue, and it just kicked up all the wattage, all the batteries just completely discharged. I literally coughed up black smoke. It was disgusting.
It pretty much gave him full power for a blast, and I mean, I've never heard him cough and sputter like that. I'm like, dude, do you even vape?
Because you're ready to hit at 50 watts. All of a sudden, 213 watts come at you, and the batteries are like maxing out on you, and you're like, you're not ready for the heat. You're not ready for any of that. And,
he had burnt cotton smoke coming out of his ears.
So, yeah, it's so you just gotta get used to what you're using. A brand. That's basically what I do. If I'm gonna buy something, I trust certain brands. For me, some people swear by, Wisnick, swear by, some people swear by e-leaf, some people swear by smoke, whatever. Just go with what you know, and stick with it. And it's pretty much how I got it, Or try something new. Just realize it's probably not going to be like what you're used to vaping. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, but to wrap up that question, never assume that 50 watts is 50 watts across the board, device to device. I don't pay attention to the numbers anymore. I just dial it into where it vapes best for whatever juice and atomizer I'm using on top, and when I find the happy place, I leave it there. End of story.
The best advice I got was actually from Grim Green many, many years ago. He goes, I am not a numbers guy. I am a guy. I dial it in to where I vape and it tastes good. People are like, oh, I got it. Like my brother, he'll just fucking dial it up to whatever mod I give him, fucking whatever, dial it all. I'm not that kind of person. I vape it, so I just kind of dial it in and go, okay, oh wait, maybe a little more punch. Okay, a little more punch. Now it's 35 watts. Who cares? You're not a pussy for only vaping 35 watts.
That's right.
It's just, it tastes good. That's all it does.
There's no wrong way to vape as long as you're not burning your juice or your coil, and it's a very personal taste thing. There's a lot of vapors who've never gone above 14 watts, and they're very happy. There's no wrong way. Now, he has one more question. He wants to know the difference between low ohm and high ohm coils. The pre-made ones. Is low ohm better? Same answer, Alan. There is no better. There's what do you like best. Whatever you like best is the right answer. Now, what I can tell you is your low ohm coils are generally going to produce more vapor. If you like a big, thick cloud, if that's part of your enjoyment, you're going to gravitate towards the low ohm setups and the high power. If your highest value is taste, really great taste, and you don't care about clouds, I would check out the high ohm stuff. High ohm, by most folks' definition, gives better flavor. It's all about a flavor experience. Now, a lot of the sub ohm tanks and pre-made heads available now do offer a really nice combination of both. I really, some of the ones I like best are the TFV series. I started with the TFV4, still love it, still use it. There's a TFV8, great. They do the TFV8 Baby Beast, the mini, and you heard me talk about those earlier in the show. Love them. Really, really good marriage of flavor and vapor. And of course, now the 12 coil. I haven't tried that one, but I'm hearing good things.
Yeah, the higher the you're gonna push it harder. You know, it's basically, do you want flavor or vapor? Now, you guys know Scope. He's on Mon Envy. He's our producer. He's also he's a guy. He's still using a Rio with an original Addy. It's probably not pushing more than 12 or 15 watts. Okay, he swears by it. He's a flavor guy. He's not one of those guys who want to just belt out tons of vapor. I know the visual experience of having all this vapor come out of your face is a wonderful thing. I'm trying to smoking. When I smoked a cigarette, I didn't have clouds coming out of my face. I had a little wisp, of smoke come out of my, and that's pretty much where I'm at, and that's why I pretty much, I deal with very lower wattages because I want to taste. When cigarette, when you vape, you want to vape and taste. You don't want muted, but just say, "Oh wow, look at all this shit that just came out of my lungs." That doesn't mean shit. You want to make sure that your satisfaction, the proper nicotine intake, the proper satisfaction of the flavor, and everybody's so interested in making big loud bullshit, whatever.
Well, hey, I can't do the rings or any of the fancy tricks, but I do find a lot of nice thick vapor satisfying. That's just where I live, and that's okay. That's all right. Now, there is one more question in chat. Yo-Yo, I don't know that we'll really be able to help you. Yo-Yo wants to know, is Muji cotton and Kogan dough, is it safe or is it radioactive as it's grown in Japan? He wants to switch to cotton bacon. Yo-Yo, without a Geiger counter, I can't give you a really good answer on that. No, seriously.
That's the best answer in the world.
Now, in all seriousness, when there was a lot of concern about that a while back, people were literally checking those shipments with Geiger counters, and they did not feel that there was a concern. I would say that any cotton you're using is probably safer than lighting a smoke. And that would be my answer.
I have found an answer for you, sir. Here is a link to Amazon where you can buy your own Geiger counter. If you'd like to. It costs $109 with free shipping, but you can buy your own Geiger counter. So if you need to test your code, you're more than welcome to.
I don't think I would worry too much about that personally, but again, I'm not a scientist, and so I'm not going to give you a definitive answer. I would say when it comes to cottons, use a decent quality and use the one that you think performs and tastes best. And there are lots of opinions on that. I see people mentioning the cotton bacon. Rock Miss Jess has mentioned the native wicks. That a lot of people really like that. What it comes down to is what performs in your builds and tastes the best to you. That's the right answer.
Yeah, really comes into that. Yeah, absolutely. When you're getting down to satisfaction versus vaping in clouds, I vape things like this. Okay, it gives me almost no vapor. Okay. Off. Nothing. But that is a cigar. That is what a cigar does. When you actually smoke a cigar, you don't get these clouds of of stuff. You know what I mean? And that is, it depends on the type of person you are. Now, me and Tiger, we have access to every battery and every tank and every juice known to fucking mankind. But I still vape Cigalikes. I still vape e-cigars. I still vape small, because when it comes down to it, we're really trying to quit smoking. The big stuff, the huge, monstrous 400 watt, huge cloud, it's more of a, I think it's more of a hobbyist's side of things. If you just want to keep off smoking, you have. And I think, over the years, I've been in this now in the game going on 6 years. I think I'm more on the side of keeping off smoking than I am because health is to me more important than I could blow the biggest cloud, because I don't know, it gets old fast. You watch people do tricks with smoke rings. I'm like, fuck you, get a job. If you could make money off doing that, fantastic, but get a job. Really?
Now,
really?
Miss Jess wants to know about Cigalikes, and she wants to know the Cigalike that gives the best vapor. This one. Right one. Here. These are Enjoy Dailies, and Joe and I, with everything we have on our desks and stuck in closets and on shelves to choose from, we use these a lot lately. And he kind of started it, but I've gotten right on board. This is the Enjoy Daily. Now, they're not exactly cheap, but as you can see, for a Cigalike, they perform really, really nicely. They taste decent, and they actually produce a fair bit of vapor.
What happened with me, and I'm going to be honest here, I kind of fell backwards. I think a year ago I started dual using. I just something was missing, and I found these Enjoy Dailies. It really stopped that craving to want a cigarette.
Because not only do you get the enjoyment of the nicotine and the flavor and all that, it kind of it feels the same. I catch myself flicking them the way I used to, to tap the ash. It kind of scratches that itch. So and I recommend having a few of these on hand, you guys, because if you're really happy with vaping and you never get that urge, bonus for you. You're good. But if you are one of the vapors that occasionally just, oh man, I wish I could light one, this is a great stopgap.
This is what we do when we watch. Every night, me and Tiger watch something. We're watching TV shows or movies or something. I do not bust out a mod and bring it into the living room. We sit there with these little guys. And, she's enjoying her glass of wine. I'm having a cup of coffee. We're vaping on these little Enjoy Dailies. And they actually last a full day. I don't care how hard I...
Yep.
They last me all fucking day. One lasts me all day. They're $5.99 each on Enjoy. There are coupon codes. But we spent $1,000.
Have we really spent that much already? Oh my God, I'm so ashamed.
We spent $1,000 on these. We didn't say we could have spent it for free. We spent $1,000.
His last order was for 100 units because you just get the best price in bulk.
I take them with me. I got them in my pockets. One will fall out. I'm like, I have one over there. I forgot about. I always have one of these with me, and they're just great because this simplest restaurant. You can take it to the mall. You can take it to anywhere. Take it to the food store, especially in Jersey where they've outlawed vaping in public.
Well, Joe, she wants to know, now you would know, what's the closest to Marlboro? Would that be the classic tobacco or the rich tobacco in the dailies?
Rich. Always get the rich tobacco.
There you go.
The Rich Tobacco is the best one, and I would buy 5. And they had like the welcome 25. Or
There are
whatever
coupon codes when you sign up for an account. You can ask, and you can get on their email list, and they'll send you some codes. There was a really great code we were using for a while. It doesn't work anymore. That gave you 40%. Unfortunately, that one is kaput. So we can't use that, but rest assured, if we do find any really great coupon codes on those, we will let you guys know. There are some 20, and I hear 25 still floating around. So.
And it's funny. I mean, look at me. I'm VaporJoe. I have access to every. Fuck. But that's what I'm telling you. It's that good. It's a true cigarette experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You actually walked into the vape layer here. You know what's actually funny? The maintenance guys that work here at where we live, they're vapors, and they came in vaping. We're replacing our stove or something, and I was like, "Oh, you're vapors." They're like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, well, you just came into the best place you could." I said, "I have everything you'll ever need. Juice, tanks, fucking, mods, whatever you need, I have." And they came and they looked and they're like, "Holy shit, you have more shit than vaping for." No joke, we got shit everywhere. Mods, fucking tanks, fucking juice, everything. And here we are vaping these little Cigalikes because they work. Testament of stuff. That's what shows you what these little fuckers can do. And it's shocking that Enjoy declared bankruptcy because they got the best cigarette replacement in the market. They're expensive.
They should have talked to us first, because we really didn't discover these until after they declared bankruptcy, and we started buying them like crazy and recommending them everywhere. If they'd have just talked to us first, they may not have had to declare bankruptcy.
Yeah, exactly. I'll never forget it though. Those two guys walked in here and they're like, I mean, the eyes.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy in here.
And they're sitting there with their big mods and huge tanks, and I'm sitting there with a fucking little running around. And I think what happens is if you've been in the industry long enough, you kind of go backwards. It's like anything else. You always go for the highest and the biggest and the greatest, and then you kind of back to your roots. I think this is what this is it goes back to your roots. So anyway,
well, we have
we're
run.
swirling out.
Yeah, we did.
Time.
It's all good information. We have kind of Vapes a lot. Thanks for that coupon code. Enjoy20CR. Try that for 20% off. So there you go. Give that a try, guys. 20% is 1/5. That's good. Everything helps, right? But we have run long. It is 5 minutes past the bottom of the hour. So is there any other information burning, Joe, that you need to share before we end the cast?
Well, yes. VaporJoe is this close to 100 million hits.
This close.
This close. We're at like 98 point.
You'll hit 99 probably tonight.
No, we're at 98.3 or something like that.
98.9. You will hit 99 probably tonight.
Whatever. We're this close to hitting 100. I don't know what it is. Some sort of giveaway for everybody because, that's a big milestone. I'm just trying to figure out fucking huge gummy bears, all kinds of gummy bears, like 8-pound gummy bears. I've given all kinds of crazy shit, so I have to figure out what it's going to be, but I'm doing something for the community, something bigger than normal, but it's going to be coming. I just got to figure out what it's going to be, but I just want to. And that's it.
Alrighty, so big giveaway coming up. 100 million hits on the blog. Of course, be sure to bookmark and check off in VaporJoes.com. There's an app for that. Check out VaporJoesApp.com. And I'll drop that link in the room. If you have an Android device, you definitely need this. Lets you check the coupon code didn't work. And you know what? Some of them seem to be kind of hinky. It depends if you've ordered from them before. Try a different email address and use a new account. Just saying. Try that. So better luck with that. But yeah, grab the app. Nightbot has put the link in the room there for you so that you can check on the deals throughout the day and not miss out, because so many times the good deals go up and they are gone in hours. So don't miss out.
Apparently, Condi wants to give away a goat.
Oh, of course. Okay. Yes, a Nubian goat. I know. Absolutely. That's funny, Condi, because I was thinking of you recently. We're totally scrolling now, 7 minutes past, whatever. We've been watching some of the beautiful, what is it called? It's the Earth series, Joe. Yeah, and is it by National Geographic, or who does BBC. That? The BBC. Just incredible cinematography, incredible camera work on these, and just total eye candy, start to finish. These beautiful programs, all manner of incredible stuff, scenery and animals and all that, and they have they featured the ibex, and I was thinking of you as those little guys were running around, sheer rock faces, doing absolutely crazy gymnastics. So.
Yeah, so, I gotta figure out something. Maybe we'll give away a puppy or a kitten or something.
Oh my. Let's talk about that.
Hey, you know what? We'll give away a person who wins. We'll give away a puppy or a kitten of your choice from your local or something. It's gotta be different. It can't be like some Xbox or.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of animals as prizes or gifts. That's well.
We're saving them.
Well, not really. No, that usually backfires. In any case. Well,
Joe, you asshole! That person was a satanic worshiper.
Oh. Anyway, we will talk about it some more and come up with something really great. How about that? But thanks for joining us tonight, and we've missed you guys the last 2 weeks. So we're back next week, of course, with more deals at 10 p.m. Wednesday. Tune in Saturday at 10 p.m. For Mod Envy. And, of course, you can catch Joe on Tuesday nights as well at 9:30 with Scope for Geek Speak, for all your geeky news and chatter. So
all your man cave stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Alrighty. Well, have a good night, guys. Thanks for being here, and we will see you soon on VU Live.
We'll see you later, guys.